New York Reuters oil prices surged to their highest since July 2015 on Monday as Saudi Arabia's crown prince cemented his power with a crackdown on corruption, while shares worldwide were little changed and key currencies stayed in tight ranges. U.S. crude CLC1 broke above $56 a barrel for the first time in more than 2 years as Mohammed bin Salman's clampdown on graft led to arrests of royals, ministers and investors including prominent billionaire investor Al-Walid bin Talal. Brent crude futures LCOC1 were trading more than 3% higher at $64.03 a barrel by 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time 18:30 GMT. Prince Mohammed's reforms include a plan to list parts of state-owned oil company Saudi Aramco next year, with higher oil prices seen as beneficial for the market capitalization of the future listed company. The news spurred concerns of Middle Eastern money pulling out of global financial markets. A weekend call by China's central bank governor for tougher financial regulation also hit global investor sentiment. The MSCI World Equity Index, MIWDOOOOPUS, which tracks shares in 47 countries, rose 0.2%. The Pan-European Stoxx 600 closed 0.13% higher. Saudi Arabia's own stock market fell as much as 1.5% before ending 0.1% higher, boosted in part by buying by government-linked funds. EMRGFRX sentiment towards the US dollar was still positive, with leveraged funds pairing bearish bets to be net long for the first time since late July. IMMFX. There is some ongoing adjustment in market expectations on the dollar's outlook on the progress of the U.S. tax bill and on the ongoing Saudi situation, but market moves have been in narrow ranges, said Alberto Gallo, head of macro strategies at Algebris Investments in London. Nasdaq at peak. Wall Street's three key equity indexes rose slightly in afternoon trading, with investors focused on what could be the biggest merger in the technology sector. Traders work on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange NYSE in New York, U.S., October 26, 2017. Reuters. Brendan McDermott. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite Index, IXIC, hit a new record high above 6,765.12 on news that chipmaker Broadcom Limited (ABGO) made an unsolicited bid to buy peer Qualcomm Inc. (QCOM) for $103 billion. The market was otherwise muted. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, DJI, rose 22.84 points, or 0.1%, to 23,562.03, while the SP 500 SPX gained 3.79 points, or 0.15%, to 6,783.06. The US dollar was little changed after investors took profits on its best weekly performance this year, with wariness about the status of the US economy and tax reform plans setting the tone. Facing pockets of discontent in their own Republican ranks, tax negotiators in the U.S. House of Representatives will seek to bridge differences over their far-reaching tax bill and stick to a self-imposed deadline of passage this month. The index that measures the greenback against a basket of currencies, DXY, fell 0.18%, with the Euro/EUR up 0.02% to $1.1609. The Japanese yen strengthened 0.19% versus the greenback at 113.85 per dollar JPY, while sterling GBP was last trading at $1.3153, up 0.60% on the day. The spread between 2-year and 10-year U.S. Treasury yields was the narrowest in more than a decade as sluggish domestic inflation underpinned demand for longer maturity government bonds. US 2YTTWEB US 10YTTWEB benchmark 10-year Treasury notes US 10YTRR were last up 732 in price to yield 2.3199%, from 2.343% late on Friday. The Federal Reserve confirmed Monday that William Dudley, one of the most influential monetary policymakers throughout the 2008 financial crisis and its aftermath, expects to retire by mid-2018, leaving the leadership of the U.S. Central Bank unusually wide open. L1N1NCOK9. The 30-year bond US 30YTRR was last up 1532 in price to yield 2.798%, from 2.822% late on Friday. Spot gold XAU was up 0.24% at $1,272.04 an ounce. For Reuters Live Markets blog on European and UK stock markets, see Reuters Real-Time Verb Open elpmea1.apps.cp.extranet.thomson Reuters.biz CM's page IDE Markets editing by Jennifer Ablin and James Dalgleish. Our standards to Thomson Reuters Trust Principles.